Okay. Tempos explained briefly. A lot of people when they've been in the gym are getting confused with the order of the numbers and the tempos, so explain it very simply. There's 4 numbers, yeah? The first one is always the eccentric or the lowering phase. The second one is the pause that comes immediately after that. The third number is the lifting phase or the concentric phase, and the fourth is a pause after that phase, yeah? So, if we look at the lifts, the numbers always stay the same regardless of where the lift starts. So for example, when you're squatting, you start with the eccentric phase, so on a 3-0-1-0 tempo, a squat will be 3 seconds down and 1 second up, yeah? With something like a deadlift, which starts at the bottom, the numbers don't change order because each number represents that specific part of the lift. So, for example, in a deadlift, you're starting with the concentric or the lifting phase, but the numbers don't change order. So 3-0-1-0 tempo in a deadlift would be, you're starting here, 1 second up, 3 seconds down the way, yeah? So, because the deadlift starts at a different portion, or starts with a different portion of the lift from the squat, the numbers stay in the same order, that doesn't matter. Very easy way to think about it is, for the first number, this is always when the weight's going towards the floor. So in an overhead press, the first number is, so in a 3-0-1-0, is always, the 3 would be when the weight is going towards the floor, yeah? On the cable machine, when you're doing a pull down, when the weight, so the weight stack that's on the machine, when that's going towards the floor, that's the first number, yeah? So in a lat pull down, you're pulling the weight there. A 4-0-1-0 tempo would be 1 down, 4 seconds back up the way, as that weight stack that's on the machine is going towards the floor, yeah? If you're using a band, for something like a band pull apart for example, 3-0-1-0, like that, exact same idea. Lifting phase is when you're stretching the band, and then the lowering phase, so the first number is when the band is relaxing or getting looser. If you put pauses in, that would be the second and the fourth number. So 3-1-1-0 would look like this on an overhead press. Press up for 1, back down for 3, 2, 3, pause for a second before you go on a 3-1-1-0. On a 3-0-1-1 tempo for overhead, it would look like that. So you press up for 1, hold for 1, and then lower down for 3, press up for 1, hold for 1, lower down for 3. And that's the explanation of the tempos. Remember, first number, always when the weight or the weight stack is going towards the floor in the case of machines. Second number is always the pause immediately after that. So in a squat, the second number, if there was a pause, it would say 3-1-1-0, would be 3 down, pause at the bottom. So it's the pause that immediately follows the weight lowering to the floor. The third is always the concentric or lifting phase, when the weight is going away from the floor, or the weight stack is going away from the floor, or the band is being stretched. And the fourth number is always the pause immediately after that. So in the case of the band, pull there and hold there. In the case of a squat, when you get to the top here. In the case of a deadlift, would be when you get to the top here. The fourth number is always the pause that immediately follows the lifting phase, and that is tempos.